kudos day, kudos day. It's match day once again. I know a lot of you may not be excited, but we are in the studio. I'm saying we because I'm not alone. My name is Nanaya Asari. Today I'm in the studio with Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football, and I'm with the champion of champions when it comes to sports in Ghana, champion Benito. Guys,
and why?
It's match day.
Oh yes.
Match day.
Kudos day, match day.
Yeah, kudos day, match day.
Yeah.
We are up and grateful.
We are up and grateful as well. Benito.
And why?
On Thursday.
we got the greatest of disappointment, in fact. But throughout the night, I've been meditating about this game, and there is a possibility. There
is a possibility. Does not seem like it's almost a certain.
Okay, let me lay emphasis on.
Yes.
Ghana is winning today. Oh yes.
Benito has said it.
Yes, Ghana is winning today.
I don't like your facial expression. What's going on?
But as well, there are things has happened behind the scene, and I'm just hoping, say. They will give us something because Nana say then it's all over. The two of us we can go to Morocco next year, but
we are actually planning to go to Morocco.
We are planning. I've bought my bag. I've started packing. So please, we beg them today and the day. You should do wonders for us because last week Thursday I really suffered before going home. So please, we beg you today. We want good results.
I mean, being at the stadium, and watching the Black Stars perform. But we'll get back into all that. But we've also had some we did a story just yesterday about the Kumasi and Sokoto players and their position at the moment. And we've had an update on it. So there was an exclusive by Champion Benito. He says that update, the passports of the two runaway Sudanese Kotoko players in the USA is not with them, or their passports are not with them. Kotoko has brought the passports to Ghana. And the USA police, however, says they cannot go after the boys because they legally entered the country. The GFA has also summoned the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, that is Prosper Addo, to provide detailed briefing after it was part of the contingent. The GFA intends to take the matter up after getting full briefing. So I want you to touch on this. They legally entered the United States of America.
Yeah, sure.
And according to our close sources, which you disclosed to us, it's also almost certain that they have at least a year's visa to stay in the United States. So the police is actually right to say that we can go after them because they've not violated any law. But Kotoko, on the other hand, say that you are contracted to us. Sure. You're obligated to play matches for us. That's why we bought you. That's why we flew you over there. And unfortunately, you weren't able to actually partake in any of the games. You fled. So these are two conflicting scenarios. I want to have your thoughts on that.
Yeah. So anyway, good morning to our cherished viewers. As always, they've been with us. With this particular issue, at this point in time, it means if there should be a sanction that will go against these players, it should come from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Since the U.S. Embassy and FBI authorities in the American Embassy have confirmed that they legally entered the country, with which they have around 1 year visa. So until that period ends or expires, there's nothing that means that these players have violated any rule or regulation concerning how they went into U.S. and their dealings over there. So at this point, it's up to Kumasi Asante Kotoko because we all can attest to the fact that Smart has been one of the important players for Kotoko this season.
Yes.
Unlike the other guy.
Yeah.
But then I still believe in their absence, Kotoko still have those equally good players to perform for them. But as we said earlier yesterday, that it's still an embarrassment and disgrace to Ghana and Ghana football. That is why the GFA needs to step in and see to it that all the necessary things has been done. So I'm sure at this point in time, you ain't even blame players in every because oh yes, what could do away? Anna, baby or one the rules and regulations concerning that particular environment states that they legally entered here.
But on the other side too, they illegally entered. But you illegally entered the country, but you are also contracted.
I understand. That is why I'm saying that if there should be a sanction, it would come from Kumasi Asante Kotoko at this point in time.
Okay, landlord, let me ask you this. Don't you think that this is going to set some sort of precedent, considering the fact that this is the first time that we've done this? Now, the players were given 1 year visa. They've been able to travel to the United States of America, where they were. Now, if the FBI and then all these immigration bodies in the US say that they cannot touch the players for absconding, don't you think that the next time or the next group of players or the players that even were there will be saying that they wouldn't do me anything, and there's just Kotoko that I'll be liable to. Kotoko, I come and apologize, or maybe later on after some 5 years when I'm well to do, I come back, I come and apologize, everything will be fine. Landlord, let me hear your thoughts on that.
And, good morning to our cherished viewers watching us live on Facebook and also CLOG TV. And we are up and grateful for today. If you see my gesture, it means I'm super ready for today. Then a quick one on Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I saw a release this morning that the team are in town. They are back to Ghana. And they said they are back to Ghana, but the 2 Sudanese are not in. Yeah. And also, I've seen GFA also step in. I learned Prosper Aresinado went with the team to USA. So he's also supposed to bring a report back to GFA what happened. And as you said, presidency, we all know USA very well. Say proper measures and rules and regulations are governing the country very well. As Benito said, they said they can't go after the Sudanese because they came into the country correct. Your mom 1 year visa legally. Your mom 1 year visa. But it is up to the Ghanaian government and the GFA and the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Okay, say if they come legally, so we need them back to the country because they have contracts with Kotoko. So I'm sure if these 3 bodies, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the government of Ghana, Ministry of Youth and Sports, and the GFA, if they work hand in hand, they can get these boys back to Sudan, Ghana, But then yesterday, as we said, they said what these guys have done, the Sudanese for INM, it has affected the whole nation just because I'm not sure, maybe next year there's going to be a game like this, which a winner will go and play this same DC United again. Is that
even if there is the case that's for the Ghana to climax the Ghana Tourism Week in the United States, even if there is the chance like that, do you think the U.S. Embassy, when processing these documents for these players, are going to give them 1 year visas once again, or they're going to reduce the time, and which goes to the detriment of the players? And because afterwards, you can maybe during the summer or during the break, you can actually go for some holidays and then come back. Don't you think this is setting some should I say, dangerous precedent for the players?
Dangerous is even an understatement. that makes this situation very critical because at this point, whosoever that goes to the U.S. Embassy in the name of anything concerning Ghana has a problem. Yeah. And this isn't the first time such thing is happening. We made emphasis yesterday during the section that Australian visa scandal. And it was involving government or authorities and officials. And at this point, sadly, we be masakwesi. And why? It is creating a negative and bad image for our country. And these things, out of someone's negligence and should I say, abroad, yes, it now affect you. And generally, if you are a Ghanaian, these things that are happening should be of concern to you. Because any Hong Kong, Obia Okuta Ghanaian passport and has anything in relation with Ghana. So, US Embassy, you have a problem.
Well, you have a very huge problem if you are going to the United States Embassy, especially if you're a footballer and then you are going to play in any of these matches. I don't think you are going to get the same sort of treatment that you actually got the initial team that's Kumasi Asante Kotoko got when they were traveling. So now let's divert our attentions and go to why we are here today. We are here to preview the Black Stars game against Benin, against Sudan in the Benini Mataya Stadium in Libya. So that's what we are here to do today. Let me just draw your attention to the fact that, let us know what is at stake, guys. What is actually at stake for the Black Stars? If they lose this match, that means out of 4 games, they have just 2 points, and they are sitting second bottom from the table. Now let's take a look at the table now. We have Angola sitting top on 9 points, played 3-1-3 quite impressively. Sudan in second place, played 3-1-1, drawn 1, so on 4 points. And then we have Ghana in third place, played 3-1-0, drawn 2, so I have 2 points. And then Niger having drawn their only game against Ghana. So that's where we are at the moment. What's at stake for Ghana, landlord?
Nana, last week Thursday we were here, and I and Benito, we said a lot of things. There was hope, there was future for us on Thursday, Nana. Coming into the game, I decided not to go to the media stand or to the VVIP. I want to have a feel of how the fans did. Yeah. Nana, where I was sitting there, at the back of where second half we were scoring, on Nana. After the game, I sat at the stadium like an hour before going, not because I was scared, but I'm sorry. So, Nana, I don't want to say so many things today, but Nana, today, is a do or die affair in Libya. The reason I'm saying is I saw some of the boys. We all saw Jordan and Kwesi Appiah's video. We saw some of the boys, Nana. When you speak to the boys right now, you tell say it's a do or die today because omo feel pain no you feel omo pain be they are human beings. We also what happened to Nigeria, their captain said they are going back to Nigeria, they are not playing the game again. So Nana, we are begging the boys today, few hours to the game, it's almost 11:30 a.m. I'm sure by this time they're on their way to the stadium. We just beg them, Nana. The reason I'm begging is since 2008 we played AFCON in Ghana, Accra here. Yembo be man compete say under 2 and 20 African games near Bobi Nana. As at first half 20 minutes, people were still at the gate fighting to go inside.
Well, so that I actually happened to be at the gate as well, because there were a few security issues that we needed to sort out. And when we got to the stadium at that particular time, 20 minutes gone after the game had started, Benito, the more people outside the stadium than the people in there. I can estimate that at least about 15,000 people were outside trying to get into the stadium. All over the stadium there were people in there. So the love for the Black Stars is clearly not gone.
It's not gone.
It's not gone.
No matter how like Ibubu, it is still there. And I know Accra people very well. And it was a working day to Thursday, but look at the number of people at the stadium. So Nana, going into today's game there, one, Coach Otoado, I'm sure was seeing what happened on Thursday. The captain, all the players have learned a lot. So today, we are not going to talk much. I'm going to from do or die affair. Let's just win. And I have a feeling, says, the first spot in the day, we shouldn't fight for the first position over there. You can play for second. Angola is in the comfortable lead, 3 matches, 9 points. Yeah. So let's fight for second position. Every team they are qualified for Morocco 25. So today, we just need a win. What I say about prayer last minute, I share 2-1, 1-0. We just win a win to just console or erase what happened on Thursday.
Well, the standings should be on your screen right now. That's how the group phase is looking at the moment. The standings should be, the Group F standings should be on your screens right now. Benito, do you think Ghana actually has any chance of qualifying through this particular one, especially after their performance against Sudan?
Yes. If we're talking about chances and possibilities, in fact, it's about 100% for each side. That is for Sudan and for Ghana. But as a patriotic Ghanaian, I would just wish that the Black Stars would qualify at the expense of the Sudanese. It's quite not a pleasant one for every Ghanaian. Looking at the table on your screens, looking at how things are transpiring throughout our qualifying matches, it's one of the unpleasant moments for every Ghanaian. But anyway, truth is, throughout this night, I was doing some calculations how Ghana can qualify for 2025 AFCON.
Well, we'll come to that. We're very interested in the calculations that you've actually done. So we'll come to that. So landlord, look at the table now. Look at where Ghana is. Sudan is on 4 points. If Sudan should get a draw from the game, it means it's almost all done for Ghana.
Well, Nana, say me too quiet, and I'm about, and I table. I'll be very disappointed because when you watch the table very well, Ghana is ahead of anyone on the table. But as I always say, football has become a sporting activities where people are being placed in the classroom and being taught how to play football. It is sad. Angola 9, Sudan 4, Ghana 3, Niger 1. And then everyone wants to shock you that Niger can climb it. If you don't take Niger can climb and go and place it. Ghana 2 points. 3. So then it is sad for us seeing this table, banana. By 3 p.m. Inshallah, the table will change. Ghana will move to 5, Angola 9. So Angola is playing today or tomorrow?
Angola is also playing today.
Nana, I'm just hoping. So let's forget about Sudan, Angola and Niger. Let's win our match against how do you call it? Sudan. They will move to 5, and God will take off the rest for us.
So God will take care of the rest for us. Benito, so let's hear you.
Okay, so
you said you have done.
I've noted certain points here. And as it stands, out of possible 9, we have 2 points.
Yes.
It means we've just given out about 7 points.
Sure.
Okay, so for Ghana to qualify, this is the simplest calculation. To avoid
viewers bring their calculators out. Also, before you continue, let me just tell our viewers that you can actually watch us. You can actually join in the conversation. We'll be opening our phone lines very shortly, so that you can call into the show, and then yes, you can join in the conversation. Also, you can send us a WhatsApp on 050-050-0421. 050-050-0421. The numbers should be displayed on your screens, and then you can send us your WhatsApp messages on how you think the game is going to go. We'll be taking a few of your messages that have come in so far. But Benito, sorry if I really interrupted.
No problem. So to avoid every calculations, with a reminder of about 3 games, Ghana should just have 3 points from these 3 games. That's the simplest calculation. So we should win today against Sudan, win against Angola, and then win against Niger.
That's taking us to 11
Yes, points. Yes. And so if we accumulate all the 3 points in the 3 matches, it means we will get 9 plus the 2 points we have already.
Making 11.
Yes, so 11 points can just qualify us to the AFCON. And God being so good, at this point, it's the first and second that automatically would qualify. And so to avoid playoffs and other stuff, just win the 3 matches remaining to get at least 11 points. That alone can qualify us for the World Cup. But more interestingly, I said something on before our game against Sudan and Accra that in 2010, it was 14th October. Similar thing happened.
It was 10th October.
Yes, 10th October.
Yes.
And so we had a drawn game at Accra Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
Is it a repetition or a revenge? History now. It happened.
It was a repetition.
And the last time Ghana failed to qualify for AFCON in 1990, it was hosted by a North African country, that is Algeria. Within that period, we lost out 7 points after 3 matches. Similarly to this situation, we had only 2 points after 3 games. And so it's more or less like those period and circumstances are just reflecting in this current situation. I don't want to be a prophet of doom,
Well,
But
you
the last
not
time
to be a prophet of doom, but what
no,
you just
but
mentioned,
then it's part of the histories in football.
But you know, history actually does play some parts. I know some people actually do say that history doesn't play football.
That was why I relived last Thursday's situation to this time.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the crucial aspects within that period, it was a German inclined coach who was in charge. At this point, Coach Otuado is German.
Interesting.
Nana, to add up to what Benito is saying, for me, the Black Star problems, I think it's a fault. I'm from a family where we are very careful with the words that we speak. There's a saying in the Bible says words are very powerful.
Yeah.
And I remember when last time we were having problems, we will come, people will be saying all sort of things that and it has affected us right now. It has really affected us right now. This group, it was a hands down home and away win for us. But look at how we are suffering here. Benito giving us history and stuff like that. It didn't be with God, all things are possible.
All right, so at the end of the day, but with God, all things are possible. A reminder that we are live on Facebook as well. So you go to Facebook and you search for CLOG TV. In case you need to leave your TV, then you don't need to leave CLOG Sports. So that is it. We'll be opening the phone line. So you can join us via calls. And then if you want to send us a WhatsApp message, the number is 050-050-0421. That's the number to text us on WhatsApp. At this moment, we'll be going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we are previewing the game versus Sudan. Don't go anywhere. This is CLOG Sports.
CLOG TV, Beyond the Policy. Beyond the Policy.
And we are are back. This is your ultimate number one sports show in the nation. My name is Nanaya Asare, and I'm doing this with Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. That's to my left, and then to my right, I have Champion Benito, the champion of champions when it comes to the world of sports. We were just talking about the Black Stars game, and that's what we are previewing now. What would you say the preparations are at the moment for the boys? They got there quite early, and then I heard they've done some donations to some orphanages and the likes. And it looks as though they're trying to fulfill all righteousnesses before the game actually starts. Benito, let me hear you on that.
It's one of the most important things in football management and administration.
Yeah.
You know, I've followed these things for quite a long time, and I know the importance of such things. There is no way we can live without spiritualism or spirituality, and they are entirely two different situations. You can be prepared for something, but you might not be ready for it.
Okay.
So that is from my perspective. Otuado wasn't a prepared man for the Black Stars job. It was like some bigger hands and other top officials convincing him to just come for the job. But one aspect is that since November 2019, and why? The Black Stars have won just one away game. Yes, conceded as many as 10 goals and scored 5. And so it looks more scarier.
All right, so we have a call on the line. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Tempo calling from Golden Star Princess Manage.
Okay, let's hear you, Tempo.
Yeah, I'm suggesting 1-0.
You're predicting 1-0.
Yeah, against Sudan.
Against Sudan. Who do you think is going to score that goal for us?
Starboy.
Did he say landlord?
Starboy.
Starboy Kudus. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Kudus, yeah.
So what do you think that the team actually needs to do to actually get a victory?
They have to keep their feet up because if you see the previous one, they play in their home.
Yeah.
They relax themselves. They thought they win the game hands down, so they relax themselves. And I think they will just take note of what they did. And now they are playing away. And those people do not give their chance. And one thing is, the coach that is coaching Sudan is the former coach to Ghana.
Yes.
So he knows the strategies of Ghanaians. And he's going to tell them. So with all this, they have to notice that one to keep it in their head before playing.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Tempo. Thank you for your submission. Landlord, let's look at the danger men for both teams. In Ghana, who would you say is our danger man? Who should we actually look up to for this particular one? We looked up to Kudus for the previous game, and we didn't actually find light. Who should we look up to for the light, Landlord?
From our goalkeeper to the last man on the pitch will be a danger. A team anymore. And then I was very, very happy, very impressed about Aludi Seidu. Hey, he was the only player here to Tunsu Okopa Chowa Omujaye. So Nana, for me personally, Kudus was not a disappointment on that day, but it is all part of football. Say, untimimpe for me, he's a professional player, so he understands the game. Hey, so Nana, for our star man, I think when I said Iñaki is a very good player. I won't say Obem second half. We also what he came to do. For Semenyo was a little bit down.
All right, so there's another call on the line. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Please, I'm calling from Kasu. I'm Patrick.
Patrick. Okay, Patrick, let's hear you. What do you think the Black Stars need to do to actually get all 3 points in this particular game?
Please, the Black Stars have to strengthen their midfield.
Who do you want to see in the midfield? The last game we saw Ibrahim Sulemana and we saw Elisha Owusu playing for the majority of the game before Michael Baidu was also called to come and play. Who do you think should come in this particular one to come and help the Black Stars midfield? Ashimeru.
Yes.
Would you like to see Ashimeru start the game?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you think. And what do you think that we need to do to actually get all 3 points? That's besides starting Ashimeru. What do you think we need to do to get all 3 points today besides starting Ashimeru? if Ashimeru should start, what else do you think we need to correct from our previous game so that we'll take all 3 points?
The Black Stars have the strikers. They have to be fast with the balls, running forward.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Patrick. I think we have other callers on the line, so Patrick, we'll need to hear from you later. Landlord, watching the highlights of this particular game.
Feeling I different, but inshallah, something will happen today. We just hoping say the performance that they put on Thursday, improve. It was a very nice performance. It was a 70 performance. 100 man. Then we just see any one day. Draw the bar is good, but we don't need a draw in this game. We just need a win into this game.
Okay. All right. So we have another call on the line. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Ibrahim. I'm calling from Kaswa.
All right, Ibrahim from Kaswa. Let's hear you.
Daniel, the last game, they are doing very well, but at least they should learn how to shoot from behind. And they shouldn't try and play like they are Barcelona or they are Real Madrid. And they have to try, and then when you are closer to the gate, you have to raise your head and see it's like if you can shoot or not. So they have to also look on that. They try and shoot from behind, not wanting to go to the 18 box. Like 4 now. They try and shoot.
They should try to shoot from behind. Ibrahim, who do you think is our danger man for today? Who should we look up to for inspiration?
You said?
Who do you think is our danger man for today? Who should we look up to for inspiration? I think we lost Ibrahim on there. So he's saying that the players need to shoot a lot more, Benito. What do you think?
And why? I'm still going through this game and Asemo. But there is one thing I love. I'm beginning to love. In fact, as at this time, when you are within Libya, there is this thing that is circulating. That Sudan accuses Ghana with juju and Ayapa. Do you know why?
Why?
Mind games ahead of crucial matches. It's very important. Psychologically, the moment these players, that is the Sudanese players, get to understand that jujubi waha no, it's one way or the other shifting the attention from the main event, that is from the game itself. And you're doing with this particular
thing. So there's a call on the line. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mauli Gosri, calling from Akachi.
Akachi, all right. So let's hear you.
Ghana will win by 2 goals.
By 2 goals to 0?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you think is going to be the danger man for the Black Stars today? Iñaki Williams.
Yeah, Iñaki Williams.
So anything different that you'd want to see from the previous game that we actually played?
Yeah, I want Iñaki to start the game. After the first half, Jordan will come inside. But as for Coach Otuado, we need to give him time.
We need to give Coach Otuado time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your submission. Guys, let's actually go in and then go and listen to what Coach Otuado is actually saying. A lot of the phone lines are coming back. A lot of the phone calls are coming in. But we need to actually listen to what Coach Otuado actually said in his presser. So I'm sure the production team have that ready for us. So let's actually go through and then listen to what Coach Otuado had to say before the match.
Very satisfied with the training. I think the boys adapted well. They're already willing to show what they can and to make the last result out of their heads. And I think it's obvious that we need goals. We created a lot of chances against Angola. We deserved to win this game. We didn't play well against Niger. In the last game, yeah, I think we also deserve to win. Very, very unlucky, but yeah, there's a speech in German like alle guten Dinge sind drei. So like, I think English is 3 times lucky. So I think we had 2 good games with Angola and also our last game with Sudan at home. And this is the 3rd game now. And when we play the way we played the last game, we will win. I think in Ghana is Sinianim. Prensa. And I think it was good that Angola won. If Niger would have won and would have been past us, that would have been bad, I think. And now the situation is still in our hands, and we need to win this very much tomorrow. And once we are second, I think we all know and we saw that we can beat all of those teams we played against. And but once we are second, I think still in our own hands, and this is what we are looking for. So we're looking for tomorrow's win, and then we'll be back on track. We didn't win the last game or the last 3 games, so it's time to win. And I think, like I said before, everything is there. The passion, the way we played, we created a lot of chances. We had a lot of corners, and we just have to, or the players have to award or reward themselves, you know, for their performance, which and the hard work they show. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're unlucky. It belongs to the game, but the probability is very, very high that you can't be like 3 times in a row unlucky. So I'm sure that, like I said again, if we show the same attitude towards to this game, it's the same beliefs, we have to be mentally strong, then I'm very, very sure we'll win this game. And I mean, the last game gives me...
All right, so that's our German-inclined coach.
Oh, yes.
And then the Sudanese actually talking in different languages. He spoke French, he spoke a little bit of German, and he spoke English as well. He spoke Twi also.
Enga. He spoke Ga.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's almost 6 languages.
Yes. He's from Jamestown.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean, Ado. So we've actually heard from our coach saying that the guys are ever ready. They are charged up. The atmosphere is different, and everything is in the best possible way that they can actually have it. So let me quickly take a few messages that we are having. Richard Ansa on Facebook is saying that Ghana 0, Sudan 2. That's quite shocking. That's what Richard Ansa is saying. On our WhatsApp, we are having quite a lot of messages. He says that, "Hi, I'm Justice from Mashalaja. Today, we ain't begging them. They should go and win the game. It be compulsory."
Exactly. We shouldn't be pleading no. At this point, we won't beg. Yeah.
And then this one says that, "Please tell Nanaya that there's been instances where a team lost the match, but the players were applauded. Also, a team could win a game, but there will still be a player who could be criticized. All we ask is commitment and dedication for the players. When they do their part, we'll sympathize with them." This one is coming from Sir Wilson. That's what he says. A lot of messages coming in, but let me actually hear you. So quickly, let's just jump into, maybe we can take a few calls for predictions, but let's just jump into the likely first 11. Benito, just give your prediction.
I saw massive changes within the team during the first leg. I predicted Tariq Lamptey as my right back, but unfortunately it was Ali Dusey. In fact, of which he was the man of the match within that period, within that setup. So Coach Otuado, that I've known over this period, he isn't a coach that changes the a winning side or the winning 11. So I'm sure it would be the same 11 we used at Accra Sports Stadium, with Lawrence Atiziki in post, Alexander Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, Ali Duseidu, and Gideon Mensah, with Elisha Usu. Probably Ibrahim Suleimana might not be starting.
Wow.
Yes.
He was arguably our best midfielder on the
Yes, I learned he had a minor injury, but then I don't know his current situation. So I can't stick my neck out if he would start today. But
if he doesn't start, Ashimeru
obviously.
But if he should be fit, my actual pairing would be
Ashimeru. Sure. He gave a best performance, in fact. So with him and probably Elisha Usu, it wouldn't be bad. But I still believe Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, and Jordan Ayew. Obviously, yes, and you see, and
okay, all right. So that's what. And then you left one player out.
Enes Nyama.
Yes.
We should use the same. So sort of the same lineup.
Yes. That is Otuado that I know. Usually he doesn't change his a winning team or a team he thinks they perform very well for him.
All right, so I'll just take a few messages online. This one is coming from Polycarp. Polycarp says, Kojo didn't see Nanaya miss the decisive penalty to take us to the finals at Magdam Park. Polycarp, be careful. He says that we are actually not playing to Inyaki's strength. Jordan should strike from the left with Enes Nyama on the right to make the crosses and pull out for Inyaki. So he's actually calling for the inclusion of Inyaki in the team. So landlord, your predicted 11 to actually.
Oh, for us, Senior Mali last said.
Who is Senior Mali? I'm champion Benito.
I'm giving you.
No, don't spoil my brand.
Senior man, champion Benito.
No, I'm champion Benito,
okay,
not senior man.
Champion Benito said. We all. I agreed him last week Thursday, and I'm also agreeing him today for the lineup. And I think it was a very good lineup. Atizigi, Ali Disedu, Mensah, Jiku, and Salisu. And the midfield pair, when I saw the starting 11, I thought that there was a problem with the midfield, but on the field of play, it was brilliant. And then in the second half, a guy came in called Emmanuel Bedu.
Michael
Bedu.
Yeah.
Hey, the guy is a baller. So he has to come in the second half. As Benito said, Ibrahim Osman has a little bit knock. For me, I would prefer the Bedu guy over Ashimeru. He had his debut, but it was brilliant. For the front lineup, Nyama.
Okay, so you have to conclude because.
Sure. Nyama, Jordan, Semenyo. There was a little bit shaking about Semenyo, but let's maintain the starting 11. If Ibrahim was my favorite, let's maintain the starting 11. Then the second half, any changes in the channel.
Shouldn't come in.
He will come in the second half, banana. Otuado, if you're watching me, your changes keep on a lot. Changes in the channel.
I'm sure you see it and then
you will see it. Change early.
Quickly, let me take a few messages. This one says that Kofi Odunga, he says Ghana will win by 2-0, so almost cancelling what Richard Dazinsa was saying. Ado Jones Labi is also saying, are you showing the match? So we are putting measures in place to actually make sure that we broadcast or telecast the match. So if you keep watching CLOG Sports, I'm sure you're going to find out. Benito.
I'm urging every Ghanaian to eat before 1 p.m. Oh, yes. Safety first. So, but I'm still confident we shouldn't lose this game because at this point, the players, the technical staff, the managers of our national team knows what is at stake. And I don't think they will just compromise or probably drop a point. Okay. Let's wish the team the best of luck, and I'm hoping and with all the greatest of enthusiasm, I know we would win this game. Okay,
so with all the greatest of enthusiasm, you think he hopes that we'll win this game. Your prediction, I should say. Your prediction. What do you think?
Ghana would win probably by a slim margin. Slim margin. Yes, a 2-1 win or a 1-0 win.
Okay. Yeah. Just give one. 2-1, 1-0. So that on Friday when we come, actually 2-1. Black Stars 2, Sudan 1. Okay. Landlord.
As Benito said, eat before. Few hours.
12.
An hour to the game. You'll be watching this live on TV, please. A lot of people are at work, and you so boy say you could lose a knife our anger and come out with junior staff in the office. Please eat before you go and watch this match. It's a must win for us. For me, prediction again, I don't want to commit myself.
Please, I beg you.
A win or draw for Blaster.
You have to commit yourself to a score.
I beg you.
No, our viewers are actually watching. Some of them are actually waiting for
1-0.
1-0
for Blasters.
For Black Stars.
But don't be surprised if we play a draw.
All right. So we also have messages coming in from YouTube. Okay. So. All right. So the messages are quite a lot. We're having from Justice. We're having from a lot of people, from Samuel
Friday
and all that. So Friday we are going to actually read those ones. All right. So unfortunately, this is what time is saying. Okay. So Stefano Bing is also saying that Ghana 2. Stefan Obeng, he's saying he's watching from Canada. Ghana will win by 2-0. Richmond Osei also says that Ghana is winning by 2-0. That's from our viewers from YouTube. So we're having over 29 messages on YouTube and all that. Let's just take just these few ones. So yes, thank you very much for watching Clock Sports. This, unfortunately, we have to wrap up and then try and then find out how we're going to show the match, get the match to you. So yes, this has been Clock Sports. My name is Nanaya Asari. It's always been a pleasure to come to your homes, to come to your screens, to come on your phones, to bring you the best in the world of sports. I didn't do this alone. I did this with the help of my production crew, and then my guests, as usual, Champion Benito, the champion of champions, and then Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. So we are calling this a wrap. We'll see you again. Arrivederci.
CLOG TV.